Hi, I'm Matt from Rock and Load. We're at the Download Festival and I've got the pleasure today of talking to John from Monster Truck.
I'm a story of a man who makes his way on his own. Don't need no kind of direction from no one. I got myself a pretty old soul. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
Talking to us today.
Hey, no problem, man.
Thank you very much. You played at 11 a.m.
11
on the Lemmy stage, the main stage. How was it for you? How did it go?
It was pretty early, but I think it was fine. It felt really good.
Big
There was a
crowd?
lot of, yeah, sure. It was a good crowd. I mean, it's hard, anything less than like 40,000 people looks like a small crowd on that stage.
Yeah.
So it was good though. I feel like we did great, and I think people were into it. It felt pretty good.
Have you ever played that early before?
Oh yeah.
At festivals?
We played
in
that early
Canada or
last
the
time we
States?
played Download. We played Download like 3 years ago. We played open the second stage at 11 a.m. So we're used to it.
Yeah, you used
It's
to it.
easy.
You did it twice now.
Yeah,
You're used to it. You don't come over to the UK much, do you? Was Download in 3 years ago? Was that the first time you've been over?
That was our first time. We've probably been over about 4 times now.
Yeah.
And hopefully more. I mean, last time we were down was March. Now it's June, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we're back in September.
Yeah,
or October,
sorry.
sorry.
Nickelback, haven't you? You've just been announced with Nickelback tour.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
good.
gonna be pretty good.
So we're back in October. It's great. I mean, my girlfriend, all of her family's from Southampton,
All right,
and
cool.
my dad was born here.
Right.
And my sister lives here, so it's nice to come over and get to see people.
So it's home from home then.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Getting the Nickelback tour, is that because you're both Canadian, or are you on the same label, or what's the connection?
Both Canadians is the only criteria. No, I don't know. I think their guitar player Ryan likes us, so he requested it, and all the guys are like, "Yeah, totally, let's do it."
Excellent. Your sound, it's classic, but it's contemporary as well.
Yeah.
And the bands that you've played with recently, I've written them down here. You've got a mix of bands from Blackstone Cherry to Volbeat.
Yeah.
You're supporting Jane's Addiction
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Nickelback tour. Quite an eclectic mix.
Yeah.
Do you think your sound adapts to every one of those bands? And how do you go down with fans of other bands like that?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, Michael from Volbeat said he was a fan of ours when we met them, and we've hung out with him now, and now he's become a friend. So it's like it's kind of funny. You don't expect it. I don't know if their fans like us or not, but we like hanging out. And then it's one of those things where it's like, you meet bands that you like to hang out with, and you like their style. That's who you take on tour. So I guess a lot of these bands just enjoy what we do. And we're grateful, 100% grateful. So it's kind of one of those things where you should become friends with everybody. And we're Canadian, so it's easy.
Yeah, friends with the rest of the world.
Yeah, you know it.
How does Download compare to festivals in Canada? Are there any festivals in Canada that are as big as this, or anywhere near as big as this?
Not rock festivals. We have a couple in British Columbia, which is the western coast of Canada, that are big. But they're like indie festivals.
Right.
As far as rock festivals, there's Heavy Montreal usually, and that one's big. But this is just the scale of rock and roll means more over here than it did over there. And people they have quicker changing tastes. They just basically get bored way too quick in North America, I guess. I don't know. But there's no real huge rock festival. So it's awesome to come over here and see this many people like enjoying things that we love.
Obviously, you tour the States quite a lot, don't you?
Well, not so much. I mean, we just finished about 7 weeks, though.
Yeah,
And,
so I'm saying it's quite an intensive tour.
Yes.
So the fans in the States and in Canada, how do British fans compare?
Well, we always like to hear. We've always done well, but we've only really played club gigs and like 2 appearances here. So it's kind of like don't know, we're really grateful for any attention. I mean, really, we're from so far away that you go anywhere and it blows your mind. If 100 people show up, if 10 people show up, it's like 10 people know who our band is in Finland.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like, anywhere, anything you can do that outreaches your local community or your local area is a blessing. So, I don't know, we look at it that way. There's no, everything's a blessing.
Good answer. As you said, you were in Sweden yesterday for Sweden Rocks.
Yeah.
Are you around Europe for the next week or so, longer than that?
Yeah, we've been here
More
since
festivals?
the 3rd. Yeah, we're playing Grass Pop. We're doing a headline show in Frankfurt, then we're playing Grass Pop, then flying home.
All right, so you're home pretty soon then.
Yeah, next Saturday.
How often do you actually get to go back home?
I try to do it quite often. I have a 5-month-old baby, so
Right.
I try to make sure that we're having breaks enough so I can go home and spend time with him and partly watch him grow up, I guess.
So what does the rest of 2016 hold for Monster Truck and going into 2017?
Well, it's 2 months of Nickelback, and then we're just working on new material, and then we're gonna see how that goes and figure it out and be back on touring probably January, February next year, and then just keep going, man. Making records, going on tour. Making records, going on tour. That's how it is.
Your influences. I'm going to have to ask you a question there, which hopefully will bring out your influence. You're at a hypothetical festival of 5 bands where you can choose the bands to play at that festival. You're in the middle. You've got 2 bands before you, 2 bands after you. Who would you choose?
That's crazy. It's
Alive or dead?
gonna be so weird.
Alive or dead? You can go back to
Okay.
whatever.
Well, I'm
era
gonna
you
go
like.
alive because that makes more sense to me. But I'd say first on this band Handsome Jack from New York State. They're absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
They don't even go on tour. They're just a great band.
Really?
Oh man, they're so good. They sound like James Gang. But they would open it up, and then before us, I don't know.
It's a difficult question, isn't it?
Yeah, man, you're.
Sorry.
It's okay. So before us, I don't know. That's like a pride thing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It could be anybody.
Okay, how about we play
Led Zeppelin, anybody.
second, and then after us would be Clutch, and after
Right.
that would be Chromeo, and then after that would be who would headline?
The headline, yeah.
Well, if I want to just have fun, it'd probably be George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic.
Wow, yeah, good answer.
So there you go. That's
That would be a
not so much
fantastic
our
lineup.
influences, like Chromeo, then the P-Funk. Right on, man. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Right, John, thank you very much for talking to us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hope you enjoy the rest of Download in the Rain.
Thanks, man.
Good luck with the rest of the mini tour, and we'll hopefully see you with Nickelback
Cheers.
in the UK later on.
Cheers, John.